That's why he always wrong. Zach had to tell him he was wrong the other night.
Like that. Worldwide. Takeover. Times Square. Takeover. The Takeover. New York Takeover. Man, you just put anything with Takeover.
See, man, we're doing great. Getting ready for this fight on May 2nd, and I can't wait, man. It's been a long time due, and we're gonna show up and show the world what we made of.
Yeah, this is my favorite type of workout. Part of training.
Why's that?
Fundamentals. Bring back the basics. Basics are everything. Alignment with the feet and the hands. Position.
Inside their respective camps, time seemed to meld away for Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez. Grueling sparring sessions, long miles on the road, and non-stop drills filled each day, steadily molding their readiness as the routine repeated itself.
Champ got razor blades in them goddamn gloves. We gonna be switching on his ass. Woo! It's gonna be ugly.
I think he's gonna go in and be patient and handle his business. I mean, compared to Shakur, he's just a masterpiece at his work. So I feel like he's gonna go and pick him apart and
Well, ahead of the bright lights on fight night, Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez are fully immersed in the grind. Their daily lives are built around boxing, with every hour centered on training, discipline, and preparation long before they ever step into the arena.
Yo, can I ask you something?
What?
Do you blame him?
Nah, hell no. That was smart. That was smart. I know what I'm gonna do next time though. I'm gonna punch it.
Especially that hook.
I got you. Look, when he start doing this, I'm gonna punch that shit like right here, his elbow.
And I got a family to take care of. They depend on me. And I'm gonna get to this bag and make sure it works.
For Shakur Stevenson, training camp starts in near silence. Dawn sessions unfold in the gym, where he sharpens his skills through sparring and precise drills. The atmosphere is broken only by the pop of punches, the shuffle of movement on the mat, and the coach's voice offering constant adjustments.
And we got the gym. My happy place.
What is the up there on the hand?
It's a lot better. I'm able to punch. I'm able to whoop ass.
Does it change it being Floyd Schofield or the same movement?
Same vision. Actually, it makes it even better to be honest, because he been popping a lot of shit. So to put him in his place, I'm gonna love doing that.
Being a coach for Shakur is like a coach's dream, you know? He's technically sound, you know? He's disciplined. He does everything right, you know? All you gotta do is talk love and give him water majority of the time.
You this shit I don't do this shit I gotta.
You don't gotta worry about skipping no steps, you know? He gonna follow everything, plus do a little more on his own time, you know? He make a coach job easy. Wait. Right back with the hook.
During breaks between rounds, Stevenson stays mostly silent, taking in instruction and processing advice before returning to the action. Reports indicate that Terrence Crawford has been working alongside Shakur Stevenson in preparation for his matchup with Teofimo Lopez, offering praise for Stevenson's high-level skill set and talent.
With Terrence Bud Crawford, definitely a hell of an experience. You get that type of knowledge, that type of IQ. I look up to Bud a lot. Honestly, he one of the realest dudes that I done met. He's still a normal person in his head. Like, he don't believe that he's above everyone else. That's how I feel about myself.
You seen me around a lot.
Oh, no.
Don't act like you ain't seen me around
them days.
He said I do.
Bud, come on. Terrence talking, I try not to talk back. I try to just listen and
Straight, boom, straight shot. Like right here, boom, there you go. But you gotta make sure you step. Bam. That's when the motherfucker trying to run out. When the motherfucker trying to run, there you go.
even if I don't feel the same way that he feeling at the moment, it don't matter. I still want to hear him out and try to understand what he's saying.
If you hear, only thing he can throw is the hook because you out the way of the right hand.
He like a sponge. He soak up everything that he need to soak up, put it into his arsenal, and then he make the best out of everything that he learned from everybody.
Then throw it straight left to the bottom.
At the end of the day, you don't want to feel like a know-it-all. And the people that know it all are the people that don't go very far. You gotta always be a student. You gotta always be able to learn and pick up things from this person, that person.
He's a work of art. The sky is the limit with Shakur. He got the boxing skills and the ability to, do whatever he wants in the ring. And it's gonna be very hard to beat Shakur with the skills that he possesses.
Wally Moses, the trainer who introduced Shakur Stevenson to the gym at just 5 years old, has shared memories of a child who constantly asked to practice and spar, eager to box every single day. That early passion never faded. Throughout his journey, Stevenson has been surrounded by strong family support, with his mother, brothers, sisters, and extended family regularly encouraging him and turning up to witness his progress as he continues chasing excellence.
Boxing every day. I think when he got around 2 years old, he just sat up and just started punching right in front of the TV. And I was like, oh, you like that? I think pretty much everything else is icky. You hear me tell tales about taking him into the gym. But when he went into the gym, he was ready to start training to learn how to fight. So he had been learning how to box long before 5 years old. Since his feet.
In a different gym, Teofimo Lopez's camp has its own distinct vibe, but the effort is just as demanding. Beats reverberate through the space as Lopez powers through dynamic drills that combine lightning-fast movements, raw strength, and fierce intensity.
Out to champion, Teofimo Lopez in the building. You already know what's up. Your father, senior, right here in the building. Okay. Yo, what up, guys? Yeah, box up. Hey, man, it's different. That's what I like. I like that's different. And to even have like an indoor court at the same time. Come on, a little bit. Come on the court a little bit. Yeah, the playground. So every time I finish a fight, I go home with almost at least $1 million. But that's not enough with the living and everything that comes around.
Yeah.
Especially in today's era. Today, 10K back then was a lot. Now it's nothing. 10,000, well, we're paying at least half that in rent or housing. Right.
When standing in your way, my bad. No,
man. Bro, ain't somebody that has brought a major $1 billion company like I did.
Sparring sessions highlight the intensity at Lopez's camp. Each round is fast-paced, hard-hitting, and fiercely competitive. Coaches push him to remain alert under pressure, reacting instinctively as the action accelerates.
Yo, we're about to do some light work with Teofimo Lopez, 10-time world champion. Get some light work moving around. And left hook right here. Double jab off that. That hook, crease lift. Yeah. Right here. Add a right hand up there. Yeah. Right left right. 1 feet. Double jab right. Up.
You need to get on your toes.
Lopez's coach often points out that his edge isn't just in structured drills or regular conditioning. It's the raw passion he brings to every workout. He's fully dedicated, hitting the gym multiple times a day, and pushing himself even when no fight is on the horizon, a habit he solidified after claiming titles in 2 weight divisions. That relentless presence has sharpened his speed, power, and boxing intelligence, driven by love for the craft itself rather than simply chasing victories. Those watching him train notice how naturally he moves. Feet light, rhythm seamless, as he executes combinations and maneuvers around a ring, making even the toughest sessions feel instinctive. His energy and commitment not only enhance his own agility and balance, but also elevate the atmosphere, inspiring everyone else in camp.
So far, he's an entertaining cat. Like, everything is fun. It's a fun day every day, but it's serious when he's sparring. He gets down to nitty gritty, does his thing, just embarrasses a lot of the sparring partners. And again, I tell him, have fun in here. Like, just make boxing great again, make boxing fun again. There's a little one.
Man, I've been working my ass off so much.
His opponent is undefeated. He's a frigidity boxer. He jumps in, jumps out. But there's one thing we see that he don't do, and we'll tell you when we do it to him. I can't tell you now, but I'm gonna tell you later.
Take Over Sports, coming soon. Yeah, baby, all day.
Ahora que todo me que viviste conmigo. Yo sé que no supe que sería de tu vida. Desde entonces no supe que algún día. Los amigos del pueblo te dejaron sin ti. Yo quisiera ser
Teddy Atlas steps in to defend both Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez against long-standing criticisms. Many critics have accused them of dodging tough opponents, suggesting their records were padded or that they shied away from elite competition. Atlas calls this perception outdated and unfair, noting that both fighters have repeatedly shown they're willing to take on high-level matchups. He highlights their skill, speed, and tactical intelligence, which make them dangerous adversaries capable of facing the very best. Rather than avoiding risk, Stevenson and Lopez actively seek out challenges, showing growth, adaptability, and a drive to test themselves. According to Atlas, the old narrative of avoidance no longer holds, and both deserve full credit for their accomplishments and the demanding fights they continue to embrace.
Are you saying that because that's your man and you don't like Tank?
No. Hey, like I said, I respect Tank. Like, boxing, he's one of the ones.
Yeah.
We're gonna take his personality and personal things out of it. But boxing, he's definitely talented. You know what I mean? And he's definitely got that it. And yeah, he's definitely respected in boxing. But Shakur is a different fighter. You know, Shakur is different. You know, people may call him boring. People may say he can't punch. But they said the same thing about Floyd. Because they defensive.
On the Ariel Helwani show, Stevenson shared his thoughts on Teofimo Lopez, stressing that there's never been any personal tension between them. He's always held respect for Lopez, appreciating his speed, power, athleticism, and overall boxing ability. Stevenson points out that Lopez has consistently maintained these traits, making him a dangerous competitor in the ring. While Lopez can be a polarizing figure, sometimes making remarks that upset others, Stevenson doesn't take them personally. In fact, certain comments that have stirred controversy can serve as extra motivation, driving him to elevate his performance. At the same time, he recognizes Lopez as a dedicated athlete with a genuine ambition to reach greatness. For Stevenson, this matchup is more than just a fight. It's a true test of his skill, discipline, and strategy against a highly talented and determined opponent. It's an opportunity to measure himself, push his limits, and face a worthy challenge rather than simply aiming for victory.
Teofimo at certain spot, he's avoiding this guy, he's avoiding that guy. You can't take those shots at these two guys. Definitely can't now. They are stepping up and they are taking fights that a lot of people are probably surprised they took. Now, a lot of people will say style-wise, Teddy, style-wise, is this going to be a great fight? I don't know if it will. I mean, style-wise, I can see you having a little reservations, you know, whether or not these guys will make for dynamite, they will make, you know, for electricity. I don't know if they will, But I tell you what they will make for. 2 skillful fighters, 2 talented fighters, you know, 2 fighters that are at a high skill level that will compete in the sweet science. I mean, Shakur showed aggression in his last fight against Cepeda, you know, being elusive while being aggressive, you know, walking them down, fighting on the inside, you know, boxing well, still being able to counter, still being able to control space, but also be able to go into tight quarters and not be afraid to show that he's good on the inside too, that he can make you miss and make you pay outside and inside. Shakur showed that. That was great. That was great. And people applaud him. I applaud him. We were sitting there, ringside. I was sitting there actually with your sister, ringside, watching that fight. And it was a terrific performance. Shakur showing that dimension, showing that attitude, showing that competitiveness, showing that dog, like people like to show or like to talk about, and they wanted to see.
Amir Khan has recognized Shakur Stevenson as a highly skilled and technically proficient boxer who brings real value to the sport. Even if his approach doesn't always thrill casual viewers, Stevenson's precision, defensive mastery, and ring intelligence make him extremely hard to hit, and even harder to defeat, which lies at the heart of boxing. While Khan has applauded fighters like Teofimo Lopez for their aggression and punching power, he holds Stevenson's elite skill set in equal regard. He notes that fans sometimes mistake tactical, defensive brilliance for dullness, but at the top level, slipping shots, controlling distance, and outsmarting an opponent are true signs of mastery. Stevenson's technique and consistent success against elite competition highlight that boxing's artistry is found in skill, not just knockouts. Stevenson enters fights with a reputation built on precision, adaptability, and strategic thinking. His ability to control the ring, analyze opponents, and make adjustments mid-fight has made him a constant threat. In the upcoming matchup with Lopez, these strengths will face a stern test against Lopez's raw power, speed, and relentless aggression, leaving fans and analysts eager to see how Stevenson navigates the challenge.
Make it happen, so let me hit the guy up.
Honestly, I had been set it up with the higher power people. I kind of asked them, can we make the fight happen? But once it got closer to getting it done, I kind of reached out to Tio, and he was cool.
And obviously this is happening at 140. Why were you interested in that? Why the decision to move up from 135?
I'm not moving up to 140 pound division just yet. I'm actually a 35 pounder, but I moved up for this fight because I know that why would I bring him down? I would have to come up to his weight if I want to fight him. So it only made sense.
Was MSG always the spot that was discussed, or perhaps Prudential Center, Newark, or any other locations?
They asked me Las Vegas or New York, and
Lamont Roach, who has closely studied Stevenson, emphasizes that this matchup shouldn't be seen as a chaotic battle, but as a fight governed by careful control and purposeful execution. Defeating Lopez would not only add another world title to Stevenson's record, but also elevate his credibility and strengthen his negotiating position for a potential showdown with Gervonta Tank Davis. Many fans and insiders agree that Stevenson needs a victory over a high-profile opponent like Teofimo to firmly establish himself as the leading contender for a bout with Davis, a fight that has been discussed for years but has yet to materialize.
Criticism that Shakur gets, like people say that he's
boring and all that.
he's not entertaining.
I mean, look, he's like an Andre Ward style. Andre Ward wasn't really that entertaining, but got the win. I mean, that's what boxing is all about. So I used to love watching Andre Ward fight because it was so punch perfect. I watched his footwork, how he moved to the right, to the left, and I trained with him as well, with Virgil, and I used to watch how he trained and how he fought, and I thought how he puts his hands down and uses it as a defense, and then pulls your hands down and catches you over the top, and them little things. So this is a fight that people get, because you got two different styles. You've got an offensive, defensive in Lopez, and you've got
After seeing both camps, it's clear that Stevenson brings precision, strategy, and adaptability, while Lopez offers speed, power, and relentless aggression. Who do you think will come out on top when the bell rings? Share your predictions and thoughts in the comments below.
Okay, cool. But and doing that, and so I was always going to fight this year. He knew that too. I was always going to fight this year. It was going to be either like a tune-up or something before I fought him, if we were to get that together. So who do you think wins that fight between him and Teofimo Lopez if they fight? If they fight, I think Shakur wins. I think Shakur wins. And I don't think it's going to be like a super tough fight either. I think he just, his IQ will frustrate him. And
wow. Don't you think Teo has also good ring IQ and also is slick, fast?
I think so, but when you look at Teo's performances against guys that are just pure boxing.
If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, share with friends, and subscribe for more awesome content.